Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Anyone who expresses a reasoned judgment of something. A person who is professionally engaged in the analysis and interpretation of works of art. Someone who frequently finds fault or makes harsh and unfair judgments. An authority who is able to estimate worth or quality. Judge tentatively or form an estimate of quantities or time. Pronounce judgment on. Form a critical opinion of. I cannot judge some works of modern art. An authority who is able to estimate worth or quality. Put on trial or hear a case and sit as the judge at the trial of. The judge tried both father and son in separate trials. A public official authorized to decide questions brought before a court of justice. Determine the result of a competition. A person engaged in one of the learned professions. An authority qualified to teach apprentices. An athlete who plays for pay. Engaged in a profession or engaging in as a profession or means of livelihood. The professional man or woman possesses distinctive qualifications. Engaged in by members of a profession. Professional occupations include medicine and the law and teaching. Characteristic of or befitting a profession or one engaged in a profession. Professional conduct. Of or relating to or suitable as a profession. Professional organizations. Of or relating to a profession. We need professional advice. A person engaged in one of the learned professions. A person who is not pleasant or agreeable. A person who is not pleasant or agreeable. One who determines authenticity, as of works of art, or who guarantees validity. One who estimates officially the worth or value or quality of things. One who determines authenticity, as of works of art, or who guarantees validity. Someone who samples food or drink for its quality. Someone who samples food or drink for its quality. A judge who assigns grades to something. A member of a panel. A member of a panel. Someone who reads proof in order to find errors and mark corrections. Someone who reads manuscripts and judges their suitability for publication. Someone who reads the lessons in a church service. Someone ordained in a minor order of the Roman Catholic Church. A public lecturer at certain universities. Someone who contracts to receive and pay for a service or a certain number of issues of a publication. A person who can read. A literate person. A person who enjoys reading. One of a series of texts for students learning to read. Sports. The chief official, as in boxing or American football, who is expected to ensure fair play. Evaluate professionally a colleague's work. Someone who reads manuscripts and judges their suitability for publication. Be a referee or umpire in a sports competition. An attorney appointed by a court to investigate and report on a case. A writer who reports and analyzes events of the day. Someone who reads manuscripts and judges their suitability for publication. Someone who samples food or drink for its quality. Someone who samples food or drink for its quality. An observation station that is set up to make sample observations of something. An assortment of various samples. A candy sampler. A piece of embroidery demonstrating skill with various stitches. A critic of theatrical performances. A critic of theatrical performances. A critic of musical performances. A critic who writes a column for the newspapers. A critic of paintings. A critic of literature. A cook who roasts food. A harsh or humorous critic, sometimes intended as a facetious compliment. The honoree gave his roasters as good as he got. A special cooking pan for roasting. Flesh of a large young chicken over 3.5 pounds suitable for roasting. Someone who makes small and unjustified criticisms. Someone who constantly criticizes in a petty way. Someone who constantly criticizes in a petty way. English actor and dramatist and critic and director noted for his productions of Shakespearean plays, 1877 to 1946. English actor and dramatist and critic and director noted for his productions of Shakespearean plays, 1877 to 1946.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.